So, Ron DeSantis, ladies and gentlemen, launched his campaign. Nobody cares at all. Only crickets, the political equivalent of crickets. DeSantis is good. I like him. What I like about him is that he's like Trump. He's similar to Trump. That's what I like about DeSantis. Trump, we already had record low poverty in 2019, record highs in household median income. We had the Doha Agreement, Abraham Accords, first president to step foot in North Korea, and he was set up and framed. There was a Steele dossier. There's no DeSantis dossier yet. They probably have one in the works. Okay? The reason that it was such a flop yesterday for DeSantis is that there's really no way to address the fact that the entire American political establishment, CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, Washington Post, Atlantic, Rolling Stone, Vanity Fair, Esquire, New Yorker, New York Magazine, Jimmy Kimmel, the old Twitter before Elon Musk, social media algorithms have not been leveled against DeSantis yet. You see the animus, the vitriol there, of course. But it's not, there's no comparison. The entire American political establishment despises Trump. They don't despise DeSantis. Okay? They haven't leveled the entire public relations monstrosity against DeSantis yet. They see him, okay, the people who like DeSantis think that if we could only get a good Republican who could be like Trump, but without all the paranoia and hysteria and frenzy and apoplectic response from wonderful, highly educated, morally superior liberal Democrats. But that will never happen. Because if DeSantis ever overtook Trump, they would say DeSantis is worse than Trump. Even Trump is better. Oh my God, we would rather have Trump. There is no sanity. So one of the themes of DeSantis, his launch, which made it really the flop that it was, oh, he's the sane and normal Republican, or he's the normal Trump Republican. So you won't have all the hoopla and fanfare and circus that comes with Trump, because you could have DeSantis. I mean, you'd have Trump's policies without all the vitriol and venom. But that is an illusion. He is not an actual obstacle to the Democratic Party, Ron DeSantis. He's like 30 or so points behind Trump, and he hasn't withstood the arrows, the everything, including the kitchen sink. Okay, he's only 30 points behind Trump and not 50 or 60 because media hasn't set their sights. There's no DeSantis dossier. Okay? I mean, think about that. Is there a Biden dossier? No, you actually have Hunter's laptop. You actually have Hunter's laptop. You don't even need a dossier. Trump's dossier was probably an autobiography of Bill Clinton's life. But, okay, don't bring my name into this. But, I mean, you don't have Hillary and Bill and Democrats going after and creating a dossier against DeSantis because they don't need to. They don't need to. You don't have intel agencies accusing DeSantis of being an operative of another country because they don't need to. They need to with Trump because Trump upends a very corrupt system. He's not perfect. No politician is. There are certain Achilles heels when it comes to Donald Trump, but hit subscribe to this channel right now and I will explain why even with the negatives, Trump is infinitely better than DeSantis, and I'll also explain why it was a complete failure and he lost the nomination. Whatever hope that DeSantis had, it completely evaporated yesterday. The only people who think it was so fantastic are the people who like DeSantis and who think that he would be a better option than Trump because media or because there would be less vitriol or a circus-like atmosphere. That would not happen. It would be the same circus, the same fanfare, the same apoplectic, frenzied reaction, and the same types of dossiers, okay? And the same accusations that aren't true. But hit subscribe to this channel right now, ladies and gentlemen. I will be doing some really wonderful interviews in the next couple of months and throughout the next year. and the channel is going to grow. I know it's been slow this month for a number of reasons, but thank God they're good reasons. So I will pick up, do my usual 4 videos a day starting June for sure. And hopefully by June, July, August, we will have some really wonderful live streams with interviews of some really fantastic people, world-renowned, respected people, and it'll be amazing. If you want to go to hagoodman.com, please read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications. And my Patreon link and the super thanks is below next to the like and the share buttons. So, DeSantis lost the nomination. Look, I used to be the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. I used to be the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. About 10 to 20% of Bernie Sanders supporters in 2016 chose Donald Trump in 2016. And even more of those 2016 Bernie voters chose Trump 4 years later. Here's the reason that I chose Donald Trump after being a Bernie Sanders supporter, the biggest one on the internet at one point, okay? All of those people, by the way, who claim that they're Bernie Sanders supporters or whatever, these people are vote blue no matter who. The man was literally, Bernie Sanders was cheated, railroaded, completely steamrolled by the DNC. Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign, and still people voted Democrat. It wasn't enough that they had a facade or a charade with the primary was a complete joke. It wasn't enough because Trump was worse. I mean, we had record low poverty. We had record highs in household median income. Oh, my God. And we brought Americans home from two theaters of conflict. Trump did. The Doha Agreement was botched by Biden. Those 13 Americans should be alive today, and those over 100 Afghans should be alive today. But he would never have even followed through with it were it not for Trump. Okay? And there's another region in the Middle East that Trump brought Americans home, and even the intel agencies lied to Trump, and his own DOD tried to lie to him also regarding bringing home Americans. Anyway, he is the anti-war candidate, Trump. You can disagree with that somewhat, but you can't compare him to Democrats. Okay? Again, Trump is not the Messiah, but he's infinitely better than the Democratic Party or even DeSantis or anyone else in the Republican Party. Because nobody else in the Republican Party has withstood what Trump withstood. Now, the rebuttal could be, well, he brings it upon himself. To an extent, but not really. Okay? Trump could be the most presidential, calm, diplomatic, charismatic. I mean, he has charisma, but he could be the good Republican. And they would still go after him. Okay, the Steele dossier was compiled. It was complete nonsense. The FEC fined Clinton and the DNC, not Trump. Okay, and I think Hillary Clinton will be the 24 nominee for the Democrats. I don't know how she wouldn't be creating a new Cold War just because Trump defeated Clinton. I said that she would, that he would. But the people who think that DeSantis had a great day are the people who want to believe that there's an alternative to Donald Trump. But Trump is a guard dog. He is a guardian or a protector, or he's the first line of defense. And yes, I get it. I understand he's not perfect, but he really is the first line of defense in between people who love the country and wonderful, morally superior, highly educated maniacs who would in a second shut down the entire American economy if they're told to do so. You're talking about human beings who just, if they hear it from the experts that happen to agree and bolster their existing biases, then, oh my God, it's a religious pursuit. And that could be about any topic under the sun. It could be about a military engagement. It could be about society, economy. It could be about the most personal of issues. Trump is in the way of all of that. Okay? He is not going to, command you to do something. Democrats live off commanding you to do something. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Trump brings Americans home, and we had a great economy, a record-breaking economy with Trump. Not so with Biden. And DeSantis hasn't proven himself yet. Give me your thoughts below. It was a complete flop yesterday. He lost the nomination. Give me your thoughts. Hit subscribe to this channel right now.